どうも、テネシー在住日本人 YouTuber のZackです。早速ですが、来たる11月3日の大統領選挙に向けて、Zackチャンネルでは大統領選挙シリーズということで動画を配信しています。最初の動画ではアメリカ大統領選挙について簡単に解説しています。サクッと分かりやすくまとめておりますので、まず基本情報としてそちらをご覧ください。そしてここ当地アメリカで実際に投票権を持っているアメリカ人の友達6人を対象にインタビューを実施しました。日本にいるとなかなか聞けない有権者の生の声ということで、ぜひ最後まで見ていってください。今回インタビューをしたのはアンバーです。それでは早速どうぞ。
Amber, so firstly, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. So hi, my name is Amber Jackson. I'm originally from Chicago, but I moved to Tennessee about a year ago, and I'm living here in Murfreesboro. And I currently work at a Japanese company in Laverne.
Amber, you can speak Japanese, so can you introduce yourself in Japanese? I think that would be good.
こんばんは、アンバー・ジャクソンと申します。もともとはシカゴの出身でしたが、1年ぐらい前、テネシーに引っ越してきて、今はマーフィーズボロに住んでいて、ラバーンに日系企業で今勤めています。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, so we have Amber today. Who's your president?
Yeah, I am planning to vote for Joe Biden this year.
Can you explain why?
Yeah, I have definitely quite a few reasons why I want to vote for Biden. I am in agreement with a lot of the policies that he's putting forward. I know that he's planning on, supporting free college education, especially for four-year colleges. He's planning on giving a lot of tax credits to the working class and the poor to really help them out and even out the playing field. And I'm so here for that. He also cares about the environment, which is really, really important. And on top of that, I'm also not the biggest fan of Trump and all of the racial divides that he's been encouraging within the country. I feel like, under Joe Biden's presidency, maybe we can get back to at least a level of civility between people of different ethnic backgrounds. So I'm hoping we can get back to some of that after this election. Fingers crossed, because with 2020, you never know what's going to happen, right? You know what? I feel like it was bound to happen at some point because he hasn't been taking the seeds all that seriously. And on more than one occasion, he's called it a hoax. He hasn't been taking the necessary precautions to keep himself from getting the virus, even though there are so many scientific studies out detailing like little things that you can do to prevent yourself from getting it. And not only did he and his wife get it, but he's been carelessly infecting other people in the White House. You're spreading it anyway. I can't. Because he hasn't been taking those precautions, he was bound to get it at some point. It was just a matter of when. But I'm hoping that because he got it, some of his supporters are going to take it more seriously. I've heard some of them are still calling it a hoax, even though he has it. But I'm hoping in the long run, or at least by the time the elections roll around, more of them will take it more seriously and more people will take the precautions they need to keep it from spreading any more than it has, because right now the US is like such a huge hotspot because so many people in this country don't take it seriously.
So Amber, what kind of future do you want for this country?
Yeah, to be honest, I really want to live in an America that cares for all of its citizens. I want to live I want this country to be the kind of place that isn't racist or sexist or xenophobic toward people living here, whether they were born here or not. I want everyone to be able to have the same, maybe even if it's not the same, but similar chances to advance, because there's so much disparity right now based on where you live and the taxes paid in the area that you go to school in. The difference between education is so vast based on just how much money your parents happen to make. And it's really not fair. I want to live in a place where people of color don't have to worry about getting murdered over nothing. They don't have to worry about getting incarcerated at higher rates than the majority of the country, despite the fact that most people of color are technically considered a minority, yet they're jailed and killed by law enforcement at a higher rate. I want to live in a country where that's not the reality anymore, and where the law enforcement officers who do persecute, people of color are actually prosecuted and not just given paid time off. Like, I want to live in an America where, like, there's not a huge wage gap for men and women, where the glass ceiling doesn't even exist, but that's probably going to take a really long time. But yeah, just overall, I want America to become the type of country where women and people of color aren't afraid to be outside, aren't afraid to be themselves, and have the same chances as everyone else in the country. And the really, really have the same chances, not whatever they're doing right now, where they claim it's the same, but it's really not, where people 100% have equal opportunity. And that's the kind of future that I want America to have. But it's hard to say if that'll actually happen, since there's so many divided opinions in the country and so many people feel so strongly about keeping the status quo. But I really hope that America will change for the better.
Do you have a message to the viewers?
Yes, I do. So everyone, the election is right around the corner. Everyone, please go out and vote. I'm sure I've made it very clear throughout this interview that I'm a Democrat, but you know what? No matter what your party is, if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, if you're independent party, whatever party you want represented, go out and vote and make your voice heard, because every single vote counts. So no matter what your beliefs are, don't feel like your one vote won't make a difference, because it really does. No matter what you believe, just go out and vote, because we, the people, have the power to make a difference. So use that power.
Great. Okay, so Amber, do you happen to have message to your Japanese friends in Japan?
I did not think about a message to them. Okay. I can say something to my people, to all my friends back in Nara and in Osaka. I should probably say it in Japanese, shouldn't I?
You can say in Japanese. You can speak Kansai then.
奈良のみんな、大阪のみんな、元気なの？コロナは日本にも結構大変だと聞きましたが、みんなはどうか感染しないように願ってます。そしてコロナの件が終わったら早くみんなにまた会いたいんです。本当は今年のクリスマスにみんなに会いたいと思ったんですが、コロナの件でアメリカ人は日本に入れなくなっちゃったんですが、コロナの件が落ち着いたらぜひまたみんなと会いたいです。だからその時まで待ってください。じゃあみんな元気でね。ほなな。
ほなな。
ほなな。
Every one of your friends will be happy.